Hey everybody, welcome to Border Rated Movie Reviews. I'm Zach. I just want to apologize for my absence of reviews lately. The holidays really entrap me. I get really distracted during the holidays. I'm all about family, the holiday spirit and feel. I'm a huge Christmas person. So that's the reason why I don't have a whole lot of reviews besides this one right now. And this is for The Whale in 2022. I saw this movie a week from this past Sunday, that Sunday previous. And this movie, I have to say, I love Brendan Fraser. I don't know how y'all feel about Brendan Fraser. I grew up watching his movies, The Mummy Returns, Mummy 3, Bedazzled. I mean, I love the movie Bedazzled with Brendan Fraser. Um, Daggum Blast from the Past. I remember to this day when my mom and dad left me and my brother home alone with our older sister, and they went to go see that movie as a date night movie. And when they told us about it, they said, "Oh, it's so amazing." I remember them saying it was so awesome. Then we were allowed to see it when it came out on DVD. That probably made me a fan initially of Brendan Fraser right from the start. Like I loved his brand. He was rom com, action, George of the Jungle. Like I grew up watching those movies. So I have a spot for Brendan Fraser right here in the old ticker. So when I saw this movie, The Whale, starring him as the main character Charlie, I was just taken aback by this movie. Brendan Fraser's performance in The Whale, I'm gonna say it right now, this is his best performance to date as an actor. Like right up until now, this is his best performance. Brendan Fraser acts his off in this movie. He he goes for it. He leaps. And the reason why I say that is because like this movie overall, you when you're watching it as an audience member, as a viewer, you immediately obtain the context of his main character's existence within this film and the story and of why it is. You experience his life as a person who is morbidly obese. It, like kudos to the people who did the props and the fat suit for him because I'm very positive he wore a fat suit. Because it'd be pretty dangerous if you did a method acting approach to this and you actually gained as much weight as it would appear that he had in the film. So kudos to those people because I'm pretty sure that's what happened. He wore a fat suit, and the setting is within his house, and that he's living in that he's pretty much constrained to because he can barely move as it is. Uh, I remember watching this movie and I kept on constantly thinking to myself, what is the odor like in this house? I couldn't even imagine what it would smell like because I would imagine that somebody with that much weight on them would and the sweat and the energy that the body would have to exert in order to be able to move and or operate nonetheless it yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. That was the one thing that kept on going through my mind in the movie. But also, what kept on going through my mind in the movie is just I remember seeing the preview, the trailer for this movie, and the quote that said by one of the critics, "His humanity will floor you." I 100% agree with that quote. You are floored by Brendan Fraser's approach to his depiction of the humanity of his character, Charlie. Um, it just amazing. I really can't say anything else about his performance. Is that he definitely leapt for it. He went for it, and he deserved all the praise he got. That I heard at the awards show that he got like a 5 or 6 minute standing ovation, and if that's true, he deserved it. He did. But some credits to the people who were in the movie besides him. The woman who played the woman who did like hospice care or like did nursing care for him in the movie. I think her name was Hung Chow. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correct. She played Liz. She did a thing as her character where she pretty much enables him. Even though she takes care of him, she enables him. She buys him two large extra, she buys him 2 foot long meatball subs with extra cheese and brings it to him. And it's just so ironic. It was the perfect setting for irony. A person who's taking care of, someone that she cares about, but yet still enables his disability of being morbidly obese. I found that very interesting because that happens. That happens every day in everyday life. There's people where we have these dynamics of relationships where somebody does something and we know it's not good for them, as opposed to we know it wouldn't be good for us, but yet we enable them and allow it to happen in front of us, and sometimes we even lend a hand towards it in a way. And I thought they did that pretty good in this movie through her character Liz, played by Hung Chau. The thing that I found very beautiful about the movie overall, besides Brendan Fraser's humanity and his spirit that he kind of exudes through his character Charlie, is the connection of his relationship with his daughter, of him longing to establish something with her because he's estranged from her. I think whenever she's like 7 or 8 years old, if I remember correctly from the movie, and the he's trying so hard in the movie to try and develop a relationship with her, and they did a very great job of doing a beautiful depiction of that, because he says in the movie, who would ever want to share their life with me? And just the way he says it tugs at your heartstrings, man. It tugs at mine. Like I wanted to bawl my eyes out, but he does it so well. Brendan Fraser does it so well. You actually feel what he's saying, because he's as big as a whale, haha, and he has a daughter, and he's basically getting across his mindset. You're probably ashamed to even look towards me or even have me as a father, and you feel that, and that makes it very sad, because yeah, who wouldn't be? I mean, I would imagine if I had a father like that and he left me behind when I'm 7 or 8 years old, and then when I see him when I'm like in my teenage years, about to graduate from high school, I see him like that. Yeah, I'm not going to be very proud of that guy. But he strives to build a relationship with her just by writing her own essays, by helping her cheat in school. That's a way that he uses to try and get to know her and be with her more. I thought that was a very beautiful thing that they did to try and have his character try to reconnect with his daughter. But the only thing I found was to say I had a problem with in this movie is the very end. And if you see it, I think you'll know what I'm talking about. It's when he tries to stand up on his own 2 feet, and it harkens back to a request from his daughter, earlier in the film. But he gets up and he finally stands on his 2 feet and walks towards her, and it flashes back to when they're on the beach together, which is also harkened back in the film when you see it. And you just see white come over the screen. You see his feet lift off the floor as if he's like going to heaven or, into the unknown. I didn't quite get that. That's probably the only thing I had a problem with in this film. It didn't really make sense to me. So, but then again, y'all might interpret that a different way. I don't know. But overall, I'm going to border rate this film, I want to say 4.5. 4.5 stars. I can't give it a perfect rating because, that one thing I had a problem with at the end of the film. But it's almost damn near perfect of a film. Like, just a beautiful story. Great acting by Brendan Fraser. Even the supporting cast, Hung Chau, played by Liz. The girl who played his daughter, Sadie Sink. That's her name. Really great performances as well. So yeah, 4.5 out of 5 stars for The Whale, starring Brendan Fraser, 2022. So let me know what you guys think of it. Did you see it? What did you think about it? Comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching this. And again, I apologize for the absence of reviews. And I hope I see y'all in the next video. Thank you.